Hello folks, Globku here, and today we have something a little bit different for you. Over the weekend, some 16 minutes of gameplay for Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker have released. This was shown during a Comic-Con-like event in Hong Kong, so everything is in Chinese and Japanese. But for the first time, we actually get some raw, uncut gameplay, and we can learn a lot from this footage. Now, we'll be analyzing all of this in the coming weeks, but for now I wanted just to give you guys my raw thoughts and sort of my first analysis going into this mission, which is to take down the one-tailed beast. So we're actually going to start before the beginning of the mission, as the player is just messing around with Naruto, and we're going to look at the UI first. So we can see a timer at the top. That timer will extend as objectives get completed, and we'll see that in a little bit. We've already seen Naruto using his Kunai with the string ability. That's the ability we first saw on Sasuke, and it seems that a lot of characters will be able to use it. On the bottom left we have health, 600 health for Naruto. Health might be different depending on the character you're playing. I wouldn't be surprised if defensive characters end up having more health than that. And then on the bottom right, we have the abilities, and this is probably the most interesting bit about this demo. So first up, we have a substitution ability, which works on a cooldown, apparently. We've speculated how it would work, and it is kind of like the Storm games. If you're being hit in the middle of a combo, you can just press it and break that combo for your opponent and show up somewhere else. It does appear to be on a cooldown, so you can't really spam it like Storm, so you can't use it 4 times in a row and then wait for it to reload. This is more of a use once when you're in a tough situation, and then you are kind of defenseless if you start getting hit. The second icon is Kunais. These are not the Kunais with a string used for mobility. This is an offensive ability. You throw Kunais to damage your enemy. There are 6 Kunais in total, but they do reload on a cooldown as well. So you'll have endless Kunai, but yeah, it's done like that, so you can't just spam Kunai all the time. Next, we have an ability, which is the Rasengan. It's a small Rasengan. It also operates on a cooldown. And then we have the Rasenshuriken, which is a ranged ability. It's not a melee ability. And we can see some icons above those abilities. I haven't been able to confirm this with this footage right here, but that might mean that the Rasengan, you can only use it once and you have to wait for the cooldown to reload. And the Rasenshuriken, you might be able to use it twice before the cooldown reloads. But I don't know, we'll see. And then on the far right, we have the ultimate ability, which in this case is the Odama Rasengan, the big-ass Rasengan. And it is charging over time, and when it's ready, it starts glowing like this. And for Naruto, it is also a melee ability that he must use in close range. Just a quick note, the full video looks like this, which is why that corner is cut out. We're zooming it in, so a little bit of that camera still shows up in the footage. There's nothing we can do about that. I apologize. Alright, now we get to the actual mission. The mission was played twice during this demo. The first time they were just kind of messing around and failing. You can watch the full gameplay. I'll leave you guys a link in the description down below. But we're actually going to look at the second attempt, where they are actually trying, and I think that's where we learn the most. Alright, as the mission starts, you can see the timer starts ticking down immediately, and the players must gather around this point. Because the timer is already ticking, you shouldn't mess around too long. Kakashi, get in the circle, come on. This is gonna be painful if you're playing with randoms. Anyway, we see our buddy Gamma Bunta here. He's taking some damage, he's gone down, and it seems that we need to protect him. So what you do is all 4 members of your team gotta stand in a circle to trigger the next phase, and the next phase is a bunch of Sand Ninja that are trying to attack Gamma Bunta. You gotta protect him. You might notice that the timer has extended already. It seems that happens every time an objective is completed. So here's a great time to check melee combos. It seems there's not a lot of variety as far as melee combos go. Each character has their own movesets, and I think the focus of this game will really be to combine different abilities, because what makes these characters really unique is the abilities that you see on the bottom right corner. Other than that, we see Sasuke, we see Kakashi, we see Sakura all performing like a 4-move melee combo, and it's very similar. I mean, the combo itself looks different visually from character to character, but it's pretty much doing the same. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, done. The distinguishing factor between these characters is definitely the melee combo. We see a mud wall, what's it called? Earth Jutsu mud wall. Well, that might have been a Kakashi ability. I don't see anyone else who could have done that. And hey, they've successfully protected Gamabunta. And what happens next is a cool cutscene with the Shukaku, or the one-tailed beast, coming out of the ground. Here's our main objective for this mission. Let's bring this guy down. You'll see that health bar will appear at the top of the screen. And now, yeah, we use our free roaming abilities to free roam the map and get there as fast as possible. The clock is always ticking. Okay, we see some abilities from the Shukaku, an energy ball right there. Naruto used his ultimate jutsu. He's not in melee range, so he's totally gonna miss. There's that Kunai with a string again, and something interesting, these characters, these bosses, they have different points that you can attack. You can see this point targeting the belly, this one targeting the tail, there's also one targeting the head. Maybe they take different damage depending on where you're attacking them, or maybe it's just a position kind of thing. Here's another ability by the Shukaku. He envelops himself in this ball of sand, and this can actually be broken. In fact, I think our heroes just did that. If you take too long, however, that ball will explode and damage everyone around, and it does some pretty heavy damage. A lot of melee combos going off, and the Shukaku has another ability where he just burrows into the ground, and he appeared somewhere else actually, but Naruto used the substitution jutsu and was able to teleport around with him. I don't know if that's final or not, but we could see that all other three members were left behind, and they had to walk over here. Shukaku is operating on what seems to be a cycle of takes a certain amount of damage until he protects himself, and after that, if you break the shell that he envelops himself into, he gets stunned like this. This would be a great time to use your Odama Rasengan, and there he goes again, moving. Now this time Naruto didn't use the substitution jutsu, which means everyone has to walk over there. It's interesting that the substitution jutsu would take you with the boss, because that means you don't have to run, and because time seems to be a concern. Otherwise, why would there be a timer on top? And another whiff by the player. That's a big deal, because you do spend a little bit of time moving to the boss's location. So that's interesting. I don't know if it's going to be in the final game or not. It seems a little bit broken. They might actually fix it. Yeah, and we can already see it looks a little bit repetitive. I don't know how hard this mission is supposed to be. Probably one of the easiest. And there you go. Naruto using the substitution jutsu again to stay with the Shukaku. And you can see every other character now trying to catch up. But if you time it correctly, you can totally move with the Shukaku, and it's kind of crazy. He has moved again. It seems like bosses are very mobile. And that's obviously to use the 3D movement, the wall running, the shuriken, the double jump dash. And I'll say movement seems very satisfying. I like it a lot. A substitution used to get in close range. The Shukaku was using a ranged attack over there, and by using the substitution jutsu, Naruto was able to teleport right behind the Shukaku. Again, a little bit broken. I don't know if that's final. Hopefully not. But like I was saying, I don't know how hard this mission is supposed to be. It does look a little bit repetitive already. And I think the main culprit here is the melee combos, because they're very, very similar. And Shukaku has a lot of health, which is not necessarily a bad thing. That is definitely to force you to cooperate with your buddies, because by yourself it would take forever to bring him down. Yeah, but he is in a cycle. We see some new abilities here and there. But if this is a mission meant to be repeated many times, then I can see this becoming boring pretty fast. Hopefully there are a lot of missions, so we don't feel this issue as much. But yeah, I'm not here to badmouth the game. Obviously, there are a lot of things that I like where I'm seeing. Namely, the movement stuff seems pretty awesome, and maybe some more advanced play will actually show you how to combine different abilities from different characters, and I think that would be amazing too. Here and there we see a green aura, that's Sakura doing the healing, though sometimes we see the health bar dropping and raising very quickly. it's not uncommon on these kinds of stage demos to sort of rig the game so your character never dies, because that makes for a bad demo. So I don't know how much of it is healing from Sakura and how much of it is just the demo being rigged. And the Shukaku goes down. Mission accomplished. I think he fell on top of everyone, so everyone might be dead. Congratulations. That's the Shukaku mission. Alright, so final thoughts. I think, yeah, the missions are not the main mode, so they can get away by having them be a little bit repetitive, which they seem to be. I mean, the Shukaku boss fight wasn't particularly interesting. It was at the beginning, I really liked what I was seeing, but as time went on, it's like, okay, now you're moving over there and doing the melee combo followed by Rasenshuriken, and now you're moving to the other place, doing a melee combo followed by Rasenshuriken. I think if there are harder boss fights that require you to coordinate or play a tighter game, then yes, this will be a lot more entertaining. This is probably one of the easiest boss battles, so keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I'm really happy to finally see this game with some raw, uncut gameplay, and I look forward to seeing more, and I also look forward to cutting down this trailer into tiny pieces, this gameplay demo, I mean, and really analyzing it and answering a lot of questions that I think a lot of people had, and me included. Next week I'm going on vacation, so if some gameplay drops like this, I won't be able to react to it as fast as I did this one, so apologies for that. But I did record a video analyzing Barrier Battle game mode, and that will come out next week no matter what. If you're in the mood for more Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker, check out this video. If you're in the mood for something else, check out this video. And as always, thank you very much for watching. My name's Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.